and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is obviously a Halloween tutorial. It is my first Halloween tutorial on my channel actually, and it was inspired by this amazing Halloween artist. I don't know her name, but she's on Pinterest and I just found this amazing little inspo picture and I'm absolutely in love with it, so I thought I'd recreate it for you guys on this channel. If you're interested in seeing how to get this look here, then make sure to continue watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. I'm starting this tutorial with the more glam side, the cut crease. So I'm priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, buffing that out with my concealer buffer brush, and then setting it down with my Maybelline Matte Maker translucent powder, and making sure that base is all set and not tacky. For my transition shade, I'm picking up the shade Creamsicle from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm blending this through my crease and outer V with my Zoeva 227 brush. I'm making sure to wing it out because we are doing a cut crease. Next shade I'm picking up is Hunts from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm just blending this through my crease with my Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease Brush. I'm just going back and forth and going lower than we did with Creamsicle, because we're just going to go deeper and deeper as we go with different darker shades. On my Luxe Petite pencil brush, I'm picking up the shade Roxanne, and I'm just going deeper and darker into the crease, and I'm blending that, and I'm just really cutting it. I decided to move on with my Sigma E50 brush. I don't know what exact brush it is, but I will link it down below. But I found this was more easier to define exactly where I wanted, and it also blended it as well. Next I went in with my iMagic 12 Flash Color palette, and I'm just applying that gold to really cut the crease and lay as a base for my eyeshadow that I apply on top. I really love this palette because it is like the perfect dupe for that Makeup Forever Flash palette, but it is like 1/4 of the price, so it is so worth it. I'll make sure to link it down below. And to set that base down, I went in with my Laura Geller Baked Gelato highlighter in the shade Gilded Honey. It is a perfect gold, so I use this shade all over my lid. And then I decided to go in with a wing because she had a cut ass wing, so I thought I had to complete that. Plus, I don't think I do any of my makeup tutorials without a wing lately. It's just insane. And before I forget, I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner to line my wing. Off camera, I applied my lashes, and then I also did my base, so my primer, foundation and concealer. And now I'm just going in and contouring those cheekbones and slightly my forehead. I really wanted to use a cool tone shade because I wanted to look more Day of the Dead, so more dead. And I used the middle shade, which I believe is called Fawn. And then I went onto my lower lash line, and I'm using Creamsicle and Butter, and I'm just buffing those on the lower lash line. And then I went in with Roxanne, and I buffed that on the lower lash line and really smoked it. And then I picked up the shade Abs, which is a black shade, and I'm just applying that to match with the wing liner, and I also applied it in my waterline. And to highlight my inner corners and finish up the look, I went in with Beam. I also applied a little bit to my brow bone, but it didn't really matter because I went in with this step. So now I'm using the NYX White Liquid Liner, and I'm applying it under my brow bone. As you saw in the picture, she had a line under her brow bone as like a highlight, and then some dots under her wing liner. And I just really thought this brightened up the look and made it a bit more glam. And then she had a few dots in the inner corner, so I'm just going off the picture. Next I went back into my 12 color iMagic palette and just picked up a white and red on a cotton tip. I found the cotton tips weren't working that well though, so I did switch over to brushes. But yes, I went back in and just did the dots above my eyebrows, just like you would normally do, just casually on the everyday. And then I went back in with that Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato highlighter and made sure to glow my face up because I can't live a day without highlight. Going back in with that NYX white liner, I'm just doing a little swell on my cheek and just do little 2-3 lines on the end going the opposite way. and this is just going to add to the little effects. She also did have this on her face, so I'm copying it from the picture. And then I'm carving out my cheekbones with the black from the Eye Magic palette. And I kind of like stuffed up, but I kind of just made it thicker and added a bit more depth, which it ended up turning out alright. This was my second time creating the look, so it is not the best, but I actually love the messiness. As I said in the intro, it adds to the grunginess and the deep, dark Halloween feels. And when you're dead, you know what? Perfect. So just roll with it. Anyway, I'm just doing like a couple of highlight dots with the white NYX liner. And then I'm going through and doing a few other dots here and there. She also had a little black curve underneath that cheekbone line, and it just had like little lines going across which looked like stitches, so I thought I'd add that in and make it more 3D and more gruesome. So I'm just following as the picture goes, as you can see. And I also do go with a bit of brown eyeshadow just to really deepen up and carve that cheekbone and really just add that dirty, ugly, dead feeling to it, I guess you could say. Here I'm just going on the top of my forehead and finishing off this side with another curvy line with those scar stitches against it. Now to start the other side of my face, I'm starting off with drawing a black circle around my eye and just carving it out where I really want that Day of the Dead flower kind of symbol. And then I'm going over my lid with the gold shade from the Eye Magic 12 color flash palette and really just carving that out. It really just brightens up the eye and matches it to the other side. And as you will see in the next few clips, I'm just going around and really filling in that circle and making sure to carve it around that gold lid, because I did just cover it in gold for a reason. So yeah, I'm just speeding through these clips because it is just literally coloring it in. And yeah, just going in with that black shade from the 12 color Eye Magic flash palette and covering all over my brow. Because we are using black, I didn't really need to black out my eyebrows either, so this was on point. Then I also decided to go in with some black, blending that on the outer V just to go and match with that circle so it wasn't so harsh. And now I'm going in with the red and white, which I did dots on the other eyebrow with, and I'm just going around that circle and just making sure to complete it to a full circle. This is just going to be the base for the petals of that flower. And then going back in with the black shade from the Eye Magic palette, I'm just carving around those circles that we just placed and really just making it into the flower that I originally looks like in the photo. So yeah, I'm going in and really speeding this up because this was a long process again. Now that we've finished off the eye, I'm doing exactly what we did on the other side and just creating that little curve with the white and then those two strips. This is just more a design feature and it really adds to the look. And then I'm carving out my cheekbone with the black and just carving out those stitches as well. And then I decided to add a web on my chin, which adds to the Day of the Dead more so. And I'm just carving out a V and then a line in between and then two lines in each of those V's. And then I will slowly create a web, as you can see what I'm doing in the camera. So I'm just doing this all with the white liner by NYX, and then I go in with the red paint from that Eye Magic palette and do little dots on each end. And then moving on to my lips, I'm first filling them in with the Colourpop Lippie stick in the shade Bitch Jet, which is just his deep blood red shade. And then I'm going back in with that NYX Black Matte Liquid Liner and just starting to create those forms of like teeth. So I drew a line straight in the middle and then started to curve out from the outside of my lips. And then I'm starting to do lines down. I'm also going thinner on the outer and thicker in the inner part of my lips just to make it more real and kind of carve out those teeth properly. And then for my nose, I'm just doing the typical shape that you usually do on a skull face, which is just like two mountain peaks and connecting them, and I'm just going to fill it in with the black shade as well. And that's a finishing touch to this look, so I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to thumbs it up, subscribe, share, and tell me what you think of this look. It is my first Halloween tutorial on my channel, so make sure to be nice and not too harsh. And I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Mwah.